Good evening, everyone. I am Mark, your fat friend,
And I'm James, your black friend,
and this is the Fat and Black Connection.
where we talk about anything and everything. Well, as long as it's interesting to us.
Yes, that is correct. And unfortunately, tonight as it seems like we end up having to do far too often,
Way
um,
too often.
we start off on a sad note, and I'm reading now from AP News. Las Vegas, your stomping grounds.
Yep.
A gunman killed 3 people and critically wounded a fourth Wednesday at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, before being killed in a shootout with police, authorities said. The attack sent shockwaves through a city still scarred by the deaths of 60 people in a 2017 mass shooting only a few miles away from the famous strip. Reports of shots fired at about 11:45 a.m. sent police swarming onto the campus while students and professors barricaded themselves inside classrooms and dorm rooms. Police said the shooting started on the 4th floor of the building that houses UNLV's Lee Business School, and the gunman went to several floors before he was killed in a shootout outside of the building. UN Police Chief Adam Garcia said at an evening news conference that 2 university detectives immediately got into a shootout with the killer. Authorities gave the all clear about 40 minutes after the first report of an active shooter. Sheriff Kevin McHale said students have gathered outside the building to eat and play games. If police hadn't killed the attacker, it could have been countless additional lives taken. No student should have to fear pursuing their dreams on a college campus.
Yep.
So that's down where you're at, man. How are things? I've been hearing sirens in the background since we got on this evening. Is there
No,
still going
no,
on?
no. I'm miles. I'm a number of miles away from the campus, so nothing, no issues. That's just normal. People driving fast on the freeways, getting pulled over, things like that. So
That's a lot, man. I mean, we've
well,
heard it
there could have
before.
been an accident or something too, because I've heard police. I haven't heard fire, so I've heard
Okay.
police sirens. So I don't know what's going on exactly, but no, everything is at least calmed down. Um,
So, as somebody who's living down there in Las Vegas now, what is your perceived mood of the situation? And
well, it kind of can't. I was gonna meet up with Jeff today, and we were gonna go down. We were gonna go grab some food, either at Wahlburgers or this place called Rockin' Potato. But those are both on the strip, and so I saw actually work sent my job sent a text message out. We have emergency communications, so like if something goes down at the airport or in the surrounding area, we can be made aware. And they had said an active shooter at UNLV, and so trying to avoid the area for people who might be coming into work. And so like that would I don't go that way anyways, but the traffic, they said, plan accordingly because traffic is probably going to be messed up. Uh, in the same article that you read, later on in that article, they said they actually grounded incoming flights. Um, so no flights were able to come in, and I would assume no flights were really able to go out for at least that. It probably takes a little while to get all that stuff back started. So I'm sure there was some delays there, but no, everything seemed to calm down. The police, I was watching the news earlier. The police are very, they're everything's going to be on high alert, especially with everything that's going to be. We just had F1. We have the Super Bowl coming in 2 months, or 2 months. So they're going to definitely be on high alert. Make sure that those F1 went off well. Again, like I said, it's a rich person's event, so not too many. Uh, as you would refer to them as normies, go to F1. But Super Bowl is going to be insane, I'm sure, because that's going to be people from all over the country. And even if you're not going to the game, you're just here for the events and the events that will be going on across the city. So they're definitely going to be on high alert to make sure that all that stuff goes off without a hitch. So I'm
just as a quick reminder to our viewing audience, for the thousands watching right now, we are live. It is December 6th, 2023. We are talking about the shooting incident taking place at UNLV today. James is in Las Vegas. I'm in Nevada as well, up in Reno. So we're both Nevada residents. And so, yeah.
And this, I mean, and the one thing I can say is, luckily, that I used to live across the street from UNLV. I don't think that was impacted from what it looks like, but that could have been very much a
So looking at this map here that's provided by the AP page, where in relation were you living to this Frank and Estelle Beam Holland Student Union? Here's Maryland Parkway, it looks like.
No, I was on Tropicana.
Okay, I don't know in relation.
Yeah, I don't know exactly. Like, I'm not sure exactly like what all the buildings are. They don't really have them labeled. Because I wasn't really anywhere. I was across the street from. I was like I said, I was on Tropicana, so I don't know exactly where all that lies and from the campus and all that kind of stuff. But I know, like, I don't know what buildings it was, but I think they were administrative buildings I was across the street from. But
yeah, I can see comparatively Tropicana looks like it was. So it looks like Maryland ran cross Tropicana.
it does go across Tropicana.
And I'm looking at approximately where I believe, if I remember correctly, you were living. So you were living south a decent amount away, but still very close.
Yeah, no, still. I mean, I'm sure that it would have been one of those. It could have been one of those things where people were trying to get shelter and things like that. So, but luckily, I mean, not. It could have been worse. It could have been way worse. Unfortunately, 3 people did lose their lives. From what the Chiron said on TV, it looked like one is, at least in the other one that was critical, is now stable, apparently. Unfortunately, that happened to 4 students, I should say. 3 lost their lives, and one is probably going to have those scars for the rest of their life. But again, could have been way worse. And so bravo to the Metro and the sheriff's departments down here. So bravo to them. But unfortunately, again,
and UNLV police.
Oh, and UNS, right? The UNLV detectives that actually were there immediately. So, but once again, we're dealing with these This isn't as bad as what happened. This is not as bad as what happened in 2017 down here. This is not as bad as what happened in Maine a couple weeks ago. But still, we shouldn't be dealing with this on this regular of a basis.
How do you stop it?
Again, that's the $1 million question. It's the $1 million question.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I agree. I think it happens far too often. And, you know, a lot of these people that commit these atrocities, they know they're going to get taken out and they're fine with that. Then please just go take yourself out.
Yeah, exactly. Like I mean,
I don't support suicide. I'm not like condoning suicide.
No, but if you're in that bad of a state,
just take yourself out.
Just do you. Just do you. You don't need to impact just because you're in pain. You don't need, you want other people to feel your pain. Like, bruh, nah.
Let's shift gears a little bit and keep these folks in your thoughts, prayers, whatever your beliefs are. The families, the students that are going to have.
And actually, one of the things too is that it right now, what's really kind of sucks is that I guess they're taking care of people at Thomas Mack right now, at the Thomas Mack Center, which is their basketball arena. But the biggest issue is that students living on campus are not being allowed back in their dorms. I don't know if they cleared the dorms out. But what I was hearing before when I was turning off everything to come upstairs to get ready for the show, they were saying that students, I guess, if they were out, aren't allowed back in their dorms. I'm not sure if the ones that were in their dorms that were barricading inside their dorms are still allowed to stay there or whatnot. But yeah, that's an issue right now too down here.
Yeah. So, as I said, let's switch gears a little bit. And guess what?
What's that?
Last night, I got hit.
What?
I got in an accident.
Bruh, what?
Except I didn't get rear-ended. I got front-ended.
How did you, what?
So I went to the gas station to get gas, and I proceeded to leave the gas station after, and a vehicle was backing out of a stall. So I stopped, gave them plenty of room. They backed out, and then they began to proceed forward. I was behind them. They came to a stop, which wasn't necessary, and I wasn't quite sure why, but they came to a stop, so I stopped behind them. Plenty of room, probably a good 6-8 feet maybe. They shifted into reverse because the white lights came on and proceeded to back into me.
What?
Even though I'm sitting there blaring on the horn as much as I can, and they just big Ford F-150 truck with a big tow hitch. So,
oh man,
yes, my front license plate just has a big old hole in it, just punched right through, and my front bumper is cracked up. So I have to take it in to have it looked at. I'm confused. Tyrus is checking in. Absolutely no brakes today, but yet you're messaging us. So that must mean you're messaging while driving?
Nah. I think.
And Tyrus says that is why I have a dash cam. And part of this situation does make me think, okay, maybe I should get a dash cam, because here's the rest of the story. So he pulls forward. Now my insurance, and in talking with like Carson City Sheriff and stuff, which this happened in Reno, but it's become evident to me that the police up here don't really want to get involved in these kinds of things. But because if you, and as my wife found out through her accident, if you make contact or you exchange information with the other driver, then it's now become a civil matter. So based on that experience, I decided to call police right away. rather than even try to engage with the guy. Well, he comes over to my vehicle and is like, "Oh, it's no big deal. It's just your license plate." I was like,
Nah, bro, it's a deal,
that-
bro.
"That's fine. We're still gonna handle this." And so I'm on the phone with the police trying to get them to come out, and the the other driver is like aggressive, somewhat hostile,
Yeah.
and Tyra says he's supposed to be driving now.
Is the bathroom code to eat dinner? Ew. Wait, or is that just the code that you use?
Or is he eating on the toilet?
So gross. No,
Anyways.
I think what he means is he said he's going to the bathroom to eat dinner.
Anyways, so this guy goes and gets back in his truck and goes. I'm thinking he's about to drive away. He didn't drive away at first. He parked, and I moved my vehicle to a safer location. And I'm on the phone with the dispatch trying to get them to come out. And in essence, they're just like, "Well, can't you guys just exchange information?" I'm like, "This guy's acting a little off. I'm concerned. Might be intoxicated. He's acting very aggressive and hostile about the situation. He just wants us to just deal with it." And it's like, so I asked him, I'm like, "Do you have your license, registration, all of that kind of stuff?" He's like, "Yeah, it's back of my truck. Come on, come over here." And I'm like, "No, I'm good. I'm not coming over to your truck. Why don't you go grab it and bring it over?" He leaves, and dispatch is like, "Hey, we got somebody coming over." I'm like, "Okay, cool." He comes back and he starts yelling his phone number at me, and I'm like, "I don't need your phone number. I need your license, registration, insurance." And he's like, "I don't know why you're making such a big deal out of this. You drove into me."
Whoa.
So I point, because where we're at is a gas station, and there's a camera pointing directly at where the accident happened. I'm like, I look at him straight up, and I'm like, "I'm fairly certain that camera is going to tell a different story. And now that you're going to act like this, I'm done talking to you completely. And we'll just deal with it when the police arrive."
You ran into me. Wow.
So he immediately proceeds to go back to his truck and leave.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, the dumb part, in my opinion, is I had gotten your license plate, your make, your model.
Yeah.
You knew I had spoken with the police.
Yeah.
What are you thinking is going to happen?
Yeah. Now it's a hit and run situation, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, obviously I'm going to have my car looked at to see, what the repairs are needed.
This is a Jeep, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it might not be anything. It might just be a couple $100.
Yeah.
To replace the license plate and the front bumper. But instead of just dealing with it and possibly paying a couple $100 out of your pocket, now you got a hit and run on you.
Yeah.
If they found him and caught him, could have been an intoxication.
Yeah.
Like, there are many other things where just deal with it. Like, maybe he didn't have insurance. Maybe I don't know. There's a lot of things.
Yeah.
I just, fortunately, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was feeling pretty stiff today. Like, not in a ton of pain, but it was not enjoyable. And the car's not in, bad shape. Like, the only way you would know anything had happened is if you looked right at the license plate. You'd see a big hole in it.
That's crazy.
Gotta love those Northern Nevadans with their big trucks and tow hitches.
Oh man, come on, people!
Just for those of you keeping track at home, that is now 3 accidents
in your household
in like 2 months.
In your household,
yes.
I'm just being surrounded by. No, because other people haven't had car accidents. You had your wife got rear-ended twice. You got front-end. Somebody ran into you.
Got backed into me, front-ended.
Yeah. And then my brother, a couple months ago, my brother had his car totaled.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So we here at the Fat and Black Connection have decided to try something new. Starting tonight, we're gonna alternate. Uh, one week it'll be me, one week it'll be
Yes.
James.
Oh,
I
this is
and what this is
exciting.
going to be, this is the Fat and Black Poetry Corner.
We gotta get a new.
We'll get a
Yeah, make
logo or
something up
something.
for it.
Yeah. But when we do Fat and Black Poetry Corner, really what this is we're gonna choose a song, and it can be any song,
Any song.
and we're gonna read it lyrically. We're gonna read it, as the poetry that it is. You just won't get the music
Yeah.
and the melody. So I was gonna do something by
Oh
the
man.
amazing dynamic duo artist group that is the Insane Clown Posse originally, but I decided not to. I felt like it's probably a little bit too vulgar for our audience. So I've chosen a different one, and James doesn't know what I've chosen. I am going to do by the amazing, fantastic drummer, become lead singer, Genesis lead singer Phil Collins. I'm going to do the song Land of Confusion.
Okay.
I must have dreamed 1,000 dreams, been haunted by 1,000,000 screams, but I can hear the marching feet. They're moving into the street. Now, did you read the news today? They say the danger's gone away, but I can see the fire still alight. They're burning into the night. There's too many men, too many people, making too many problems, and not much love to go around. Can't you see this is a land of confusion? This is the world we live in, and these are the hands we're given. Use them. Let's start trying to make it a place worth living in. Oh, Superman, where are you now? When everything's gone wrong somehow. The men of steel, the men of power are losing control by the hour. This is the time. This is the place. So we look for the future. But there's not much love to go around. Tell me why this is a land of confusion. This is the world we live in. And these are the hands we're given. Use them and let's start trying to make it a place worth living in. I remember long ago, when the sun was shining, yes, and the stars were bright all through the night. And the sound of your laughter as I held you tight so long ago. I won't be coming home tonight. My generation will put it right. We're not just making promises that we know we'll never keep. Too many men. There's too many people making too many problems. And not much love to go around. Can't you see this is the land of confusion? Now, this is the world we live in, and these are the hands we're given. Use them, and let's start trying to make it a place worth fighting for. This is the world we live in, and these are the names we're given. Stand up, and let's start showing just where our lives are going to.
Yeah, dig it.
Land of Confusion, Genesis.
You can find that wherever you get your songs from.
What are you drinking, my friend?
Actually, I'm drinking an old Fezziwig. It's the that classic rich and spice, the holiday tradition from Sam Adams.
Well, I am finishing off my final 3 Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
And then starting next week, I will have a new beer that I've never had on the show before. and I look forward to bringing it to you.
Excellent.
So let's dive into some content, shall we?
Yes.
So, big news: Disney, for the first time ever, has announced their 2024 event calendar.
That is crazy.
The entire year. Obviously, I'm sure there's going to be things that are going to pop up in between that they hadn't planned for it yet.
Well, of course.
But let's take a look at this, shall we? January 23rd to February 18th, Lunar New Year
Yeah.
at Disney California Adventure. February 17th and the 24th, Celebrate Gospel at Disneyland.
That'll be interesting.
March 1st through April 22nd. Now, this is a big change, and this is important. March 1st through April 22nd, the California Adventure Food and Wine Festival.
Wait, so is it the same as the one at Epcot? Is it Epcot?
It's the same as the one that they were just having when we were just there. So the one that they usually have at the end of the year looks like they're doing it at the front of the year now.
Interesting. Well, I wonder because it doesn't say it. Yeah, because it doesn't say it down.
April 5th to June 2nd, Star Wars Season of the Force.
They said there's like they're gonna have you'll be able to see the fireworks from there.
There is going to be a special Star Wars firework presentation.
Yeah, that's interesting.
April
Kinda wanna see that.
26th. This is a long one. April 26th through August 4th, Pixar Fest.
Pixar.
And that's going to be at California Adventure. And then, of course, we shift to Halloween time. And this is very early. This is much earlier than normal. August 23rd through October 31st, Halloween time.
That is too long. It's the summertime. It's not. When was it before?
And that's primarily Disneyland. Now, the flip side, over at California Adventure, August 23rd, so same date, through November 2nd, a celebration of Coco, Plaza de Familia.
Yeah, was that what they were doing? No, they didn't have Coco there. They were talking like when we were there too. Well, not recently, but the time before that was when they were pushing Encanto.
And then, of course, beginning November 15th, the holidays
begin
here. So got a couple slides. You know, this is the Pixar Fest, one of the floats, artist concept only. That's Turning Red, the panda.
I would have thought that would have been something for like Lunar New Year because that's when that whole thing was supposed to be too.
And here's some fireworks with Coco and the Up House.
Nice.
Lunar New Year.
That's Lunar New Year.
Art and wine, or not art and wine, but food and wine.
Food
wine
and
food. Halloween, so Lightning McQueen and then of course the holidays. So kind of interesting that they're announcing all of that stuff so far out. But you know, I think it helps to get people planning and
if you want these are the time if you want to be here for that, be here, make those times.
Well, and that's the thing, like with Christmas or the holidays, right? When they do the decorations, usually you don't know, it has traditionally been around the week before Thanksgiving.
Right.
But sometimes it's not till the week of Thanksgiving. Sometimes it's 2 weeks before. So I'm glad they're putting a hard date on it so you can really plan.
So if you want to be there to see there's certain things you want to see, like you can plan around that. And that's a great idea.
Well, and I'm sure it helps to now drive traffic, right? Because now people know, okay, I want to go. Yeah. I want to go before, It's a Small World shuts down to get reset. So I need to go a couple weeks before that.
And, I don't want to see naked people on Small World. So
yeah, we talked about that last week.
Or like, the whole Star Wars thing. I'm glad that's actually kind of cool that it's going, it's going to be kind of a long little run there. That's pretty cool for fans of Star Wars. So
the week before May the 4th through
trying to and
early June.
Spreading it out so that not everybody's trying, hopefully not everybody's trying to get there right at the beginning, or I can pretty much guarantee you I wouldn't want to be there on May the 4th because that would be, yes, I would love to be there for that, but again, that would be one of those things that would be like, it's just too many people.
Not good.
Yeah, I'm really good. But no, I mean I dig the calendar. I dig the calendar reveal.
So I posted a couple of new trailers that have dropped. First one, Bob Marley, One Love,
Yeah, I saw this.
biopic.
Yeah, I saw this a while back. But I'm actually I like I didn't know all the stuff, like some of the stuff in the trailer. I didn't know about Bob Marley. I'm not a huge don't even, I'm like not a huge Bob Marley fan, but I definitely want to check out this film.
I will say I'm not a huge Bob Marley fan. Some of his songs are okay.
Yeah,
I
like
didn't really know much about the story, but yeah, I would agree. The trailer, it was engaging, and I was like, I probably won't see it in the theater, but when it comes on to Netflix, Hulu, whatever, I probably will watch it.
Yeah, like this is one I'll probably go into theater see it.
Yeah, it's by Paramount, so it'll be on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
Next up, this one just dropped today. The film starring Snoop Dogg and Mike Epps.
Yeah.
The
Dog.
double G's
Dogs.
underdogs from blunts to runts.
I thought this was a true story because Snoop was a football.
Is
Oh,
he
he
still
still is?
coaches? Yeah,
Still
he still
coaches?
coaches kids
Yeah.
football.
Yeah.
This is if you do go to our page to check out the trailer, it is the Red Band.
Yes. So
It does
beware.
have some language in there.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
Not safe for work.
Absolutely not. So I don't know. I thought the trailer was interesting, but I probably won't watch this. Like if you and I are hanging out and you put it on, I won't like leave, but I'm not going to go out of my way in any way, shape, or form to watch this.
no, this will probably be something like I'll just throw it on and watch it is like in the background type thing.
Yeah, if I was in my 20s and smoking a bowl or something, maybe I could see that, but I don't know. I still think that's a stretch. What do you got now?
Cool. The holidays would not be correct without a cold IPA. Again, another Sam Adams. Man, the way we're drinking Sam Adams on this show tonight, throw that sponsor out there.
Seriously.
Actually, it's funny. I was trying to get in contact with them today about something.
About sponsoring Kaboom Con.
That is going to be one of the questions I asked them. But
so, yes, I am on my second.
Cool.
Cheers.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. Dink.
So, this next one is kind of huge in regards to. We only get one of these about once a decade or so.
It's what it seems like.
But my gosh, when they do come, they are so good. It's kind of hard to.
Kind of blows up the internet for a minute.
For a few years, and like pretty much this whole last decade, people have been like, "When's the next one? When's the next one? I need the trailer. And I gotta tell you, this trailer was very impressive, and the graphics were very impressive.
But apparently it got leaked.
Grand Theft Auto 6. Now here's the big thing coming 2025.
Yeah. I think that was like, oh, you want to leak the trailer? We can hold the game.
I mean,
I don't know. I'm just kidding.
The one thing I will say about Rockstar is they do a very good job of making sure bugs and glitches and stuff are extremely minimal
right
when they release their games. So a lot of it is they want to work through it and make sure it's ready to go. But I mean, if you watch this trailer, the quality,
you're like, I need this now.
It looks ready to go to me. I'm like, why do I got to wait another year?
Because they pulled stuff together for the trailer, but they wanted to make sure that the gameplay is just as smooth as the trailer.
You're right there. There is a difference between gameplay and the cutscenes, but
yeah, and it looks like we're back in Vice City, but
That is correct.
A recent Vice City, like Vice City now.
Yeah, because when GTA 4 came out, not 4, I'm sorry, when GTA Vice City, it was not 3 or 4, it was Vice City. When it came out, the intent was it was to feel like it was in the 80s.
Yeah.
It is Vice City. It's going to be on a grander scale. I've seen some of the images of what they are saying the map size is and everything.
Is it going to be one of them ridiculous maps?
Yeah, it's huge.
Is it bigger than San Andreas? Or 5 for that matter?
So here's something that hasn't been confirmed yet, and it hasn't been denied either, is that Vice City is going to be the primary focal point for the game, but that some of these other cities may actually be a part of the map, such as San Andreas.
But they're supposed. Well, I guess. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do, but I'm just saying.
It's never been said, or just like there's the New York City. I can't remember what it was. Liberty City.
Liberty City, yeah.
It's never been said that these are on different parts of a country, right?
That's true. That's true.
So these all could be very close to one another on a giant map. And we have seen crossover before where some of the characters appear in a game. So, I don't know. I really enjoyed this trailer. It made me that much more frustrated that it's so far away. Because, you're getting older and you're only closer to death. And so, will you still be alive, James, when it comes out? We don't know.
What?
Huh? Oh.
What?
What? I mean, it's not like we're in our 20s anymore, right?
I hope so.
I hope
I'm still around.
Yeah, I mean, me too, for sure. But I'm just saying, like, you might not be.
You never know.
Because you're old. And also, I wanted to let you know that I posted a video this week, and I'm not going to play it here because I want to drive traffic to YouTube. I posted a video on YouTube from last week's episode, and it's of James breaking the cardinal rule of live broadcasting. You don't fart live on the air. And if you do, you make sure it's silent. See, sirens again. We've never heard this many sirens during an episode.
Yeah, that's a little unusual. I mean, again,
I'm just saying, is there something that's going on in Vegas still that we're just not aware of stuff, maybe? Anyways, so James cut a fart last week on the show. And here's where I go back to. You're getting old because evidently you didn't know it was coming.
Slip right out there.
Can you speak to this a little bit? Because, you've had a week to think about it. Do you have these slippery farts that just catch you off guard, or?
Most of the time I know they're coming, but like that one.
I'm sorry. To confirm, you said most of the time.
Yeah. I fart. I know it's coming.
So you do have slippery farts, the ones that you aren't aware of?
No, I mean, but like I said, for the most part, I do know they're coming. There's every once in a while. That one.
Okay, no. I just want to nail this down. I want to confirm. You have had other farts that you didn't know were coming. They just scared you, like caught you off guard. What?
Yeah, like I was taking a piss and just like it said, and I was like, oh well, that wasn't expected.
So as you know, my wife has the golden, butthole for some reason, where she has the ability to, one wipe and it's done, right?
So
where like for me, that's not the case. For you, that's not the case. But we were having this conversation, my wife and I, after the show last week, and I've had a surprise fart where you're doing something and it's just like, oh, guess that just kind of fell out of me, so to speak. And she didn't understand it conceptually. She was like,
so weird.
How does that happen?
Like not
Yeah, not. I mean, you might feel like the rump. You might feel like you're like, oh, my stomach, and then like it'll dissipate, and then all of a sudden, just you'll just be kind of just doing something. All of a sudden, and it's like, whoa,
Yeah, I don't get it. That you know where she's coming from because it happens. It's not like an every time or every day.
nah.
I mean, I will say as I'm getting older, I just
Excuse
don't
me.
care as much anymore. So I know they're coming, and I just don't try to restrain as much. And I'm married now, so
When I'm at work, there's been a couple that I've had at work where I'm just like, oh man, and then like so I kind of just try and like I'll try and angle it, and I'm just like, all right, cool. It like dissipates some, but there like I had one this past week. Oh, I mean it dissipated quickly, but oh man, it was bad.
yeah, no windows to open there, huh?
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty open space, but still. Still.
So we've talked about this before, and I kind of showed an image before, but this is from the creator of
Oak Bridge.
Ashley Dean. She posted this on the Oak Bridge page. This is the episode 1 script, which she clearly has printed out. I believe it's for her own posterity to
I was about to say,
have.
who print stuff out? What?
Yeah. No, I mean I get it. Like it's
Yeah,
kind of
no,
a
absolutely.
it's a big deal. This is her
number
creation,
one.
and
You know what you should do, Ashley? Make sure you sign it. Make sure you sign it, put it in an envelope, and then you can send it to yourself, and it's done. It's 100%. And then you can sell it once the show gets big later.
yeah. And so with that, we have a huge thing. This did release already today.
Yeah.
But this is the first time it's being shared in this regard.
Oh yeah.
The artwork for episode 1 of Oak Bridge, chapter 1, No Fishing.
Oh my gosh.
Done by the fabulous Jam, the artist.
Hey, AKA happy birthday, guy. Today's Jam's
indeed.
birthday. And
Justin, yes.
Justin, I meant to call him. Actually, I can call him after the show. It's not a big deal.
Happy birthday, Justin.
Happy birthday.
So this piece was done by him. As you can see, the title of the episode, No Fishing, is within the artwork.
Yeah.
And this is, my understanding is this is all hand sketched out. I assume that some of the color may be digital, but I don't know. It might be all hand.
Yeah. We've seen his work. We've seen his work up close and personal. This very well. He's done that kind of stuff. He did that kind of stuff with the Ninja Turtles and stuff like he does.
Yeah. So it looks good. I like it. I'm happy. I'm excited. This series is coming along. We're in the early part of talking about casting, looking at some of the people we've worked with, and bringing some folks into the fold, and then we'll be doing the audition for the remaining roles, which there are a number of them. So if you are a voice actor looking for something to do, we've got something for you here in the near future. And heck, if you're not a voice actor, but it's something that interests you, come audition.
We've used them before.
Yeah, if you've got a microphone, it needs to be decent quality. It doesn't have to be top of the line.
But that computer mic ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah, that's for sure. As long as you got headphones, decent microphone. I mean, I'm rocking the AT 2005. It's not special, nothing special.
The Yeti Blue.
Yeah, and James's is okay. It gets what we need, I guess.
Hater.
I am. I'm not a fan, but it gets us what we need, so it works. I think for my setup, my mic stand, my mic, my headphones, everything, around $120.
Yeah.
So, if voice acting is something that interests you, we'll keep you updated. Oak Bridge auditions coming soon. However, with that being said, it is now time for us to switch gears to Murphy's Inc. this last Sunday, episode 13 aired, where our time in Strasbourg, Alsace came to an end. And the episode will release worldwide
Friday
at 9 p.m.
after
And
the rebroadcast on
yes.
KNCC.
That is correct, sir. And so that, of course, means that this Sunday at 9 p.m., immediately following the Pop Culture Kaboom show, will be Murphy's Inc. episode 14, which is part one, really, of a two-part finale. And I have the art right here that I'm about to show y'all.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Are you ready? You ready, James? Because you haven't even seen this yet.
No, I have not seen this yet. Oh, wait.
The easy way or the hard way? And who's that front and center, James?
That looks like that intern 1 or 2. I'm not 1. I'm 2. I'm on
intern 2, also known as James. And the brief synopses for the easy way or the hard way. While things have seemed not quite right to Michael and Daphne, the team has finally located Murphy and is now prepared to jump to April 11th, 1912, to get on board the doomed ship known as the Titanic.
Oh, I like the 3 ladies in the back in those outfits. Those look clean, bro.
Can they find Murphy and return to HQ before finding themselves in a watery grave?
Yeah, I don't like water.
So I love this art piece. We've got, obviously, this is intern 2, also known as James. Right there, looks like dealing with the earpiece. I believe this is
well, it's gonna be Hart, Daphne,
Hart,
and
Daphne, and Stephanie, intern 1.
AKA intern 1.
And then up here we've got Michael, who's in the prison cell, holding cell, back at HQ. And of course, the Titanic.
That's cool. I dig it. I dig that.
And this, just for those wondering, this is the Titanic is still anchored in Southampton. Has not left the dock yet. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting 2-episode finale. I'm excited. There was, for me, as the creative architect for season 2, everything has built to these 2 episodes in my head. And so, and you remember probably when I came up with the idea for what is going to happen here at the end of season 2, I had this idea before we even finished airing season 1. And I was like, I think we have to do this. And so everything is just built. It's super meta. It's almost like an inside joke to a degree. One of the things that's going to happen, but I really am excited for the audience to finally get what's about to happen.
Yeah. Inside joke for sure, but I think it'll turn out. I think it's going to turn out great.
I certainly hope so.
Yeah.
So speaking of Murphy's Inc. and Oak Bridge, and we referenced Kaboom Con earlier,
Yes.
a couple of things.
Yes.
One, we've got a new vendor to announce for
I saw
Kaboom
that.
Con.
I saw that. That's exciting.
Yeah, we bringing in Jay Crowley over from Sweet Dreams Books, and Jay Crowley is a Northern Nevada native, lives in Jacks Valley near the base of the beautiful Lake Tahoe. All of the stories originate in Nevada, and it offers an exciting background. So all of these stories are fiction with historical facts and take place here in Nevada. So
That's cool. I dig it.
yeah, I'm excited to have Jay joining us. I think she has some interesting stories. I've read the synopses on some of these. I haven't read the books themselves. But I don't have time to read books. Sorry. But I definitely think that there are a lot of people out there that will find these books interesting.
Of entertainment.
So speaking of Kaboom Con,
Kaboom!
September 7th, 2024, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Carson City Community Center.
What?
Shut up. So on Sunday, a couple days ago,
Yeah.
I was on the Pop Culture Kaboom radio show.
Yeah. You had an announcement to make. Am I correct?
I did. I made a major announcement about KaboomCon.
We're going to make that here now.
I made a couple of major announcements, as a matter of factuality.
Oh.
Yes. First and foremost, and probably the biggest, is that KaboomCon ticket sales will happen starting on January 1st, 2024 at midnight. So this is through Eventbrite. We went with the reputable business, the well-known company.
Right.
So you will be able to buy your tickets to KaboomCon January 1st.
Wake up. It's the first of the year.
That's right.
Yeah.
And just as a quick reminder, tickets are only $10. That's
$10.
And if you have a little one, 10 and under, they're free.
Free. $10 are free.
So just
Wait, you said 10 and under?
10 and under.
Okay.
At
No.
KaboomCon 2024, you'll have the chance to meet your local artists, attend engaging panels, and
That's right.
participate in thrilling activities.
That's right.
Dive into the world of cosplay and showcase your creativity with fellow enthusiasts.
That is
Remember to bring your camera for fantastic photo opportunities.
That is right.
Discover a wide range of exhibitors offering unique merchandise, collectibles, and exclusive releases.
We definitely got those.
Support talented creators as they showcase their stunning artwork and crafts.
We have those.
Whether you're a diehard fan or just looking for a fun day out, KaboomCon 2024 has something for every member of the family. Enjoy a fantastic atmosphere filled with like-minded individuals who share your passion.
That is correct.
Prepare to be blown away.
Kaboom!
So, the other major...
And that was all that was AI?
That was 90-ish, 95% AI, yeah.
I dig that. That's good stuff, man.
I thought so too. The other major announcement that I made over at the
Pop Culture Kaboom show.
yes, give me just a moment. I'm pulling this up at the same time.
No, I had to
'cause
say something.
Hold, please. Here we go.
Please hold.
The KaboomCon
Wow.
art contest application has gone live.
Yes. Excellent.
So if you are an artist, or if you have a young one that is an aspiring artist, this might be the contest for you. So
If you're an artist that's worked with us before, you're not eligible for this contest. Sorry.
well, they'll be judging.
I
the
know.
art
That's what I'm saying.
contest.
I know.
So the theme for the art contest, first edition Humble Beginnings. Some examples of what this might look like: a young Bruce Wayne in the middle of Crime Alley alongside his parents, a young Clark Kent jumping through the cornfields of Smallville. These are, of course, ideas, but you're the creative on this, so just make sure to have fun with it.
Yeah. You could have each of the humble beginnings of the Justice League in a weird panel.
Yeah.
Almost like a quarter, like not a quarter panel, but split it up into triangles. Give me something.
I gotta look at this. I don't know where there's a huge blank gap here, but in addition to filling out the form, you will be required to pay for your attendance at the event, as it's not included. All pieces should be smaller than 8.5 by 11. Should be no smaller.
I was going to say no smaller than 8.5 by 11.
No smaller than 8.5 by 11, and no larger than 16 by 20, not including frame.
Right.
We do recommend that your piece be framed to prevent it from being damaged.
Right.
The piece must be signed and dated by the artist who created the work.
Like on the artwork itself?
Yes.
Okay.
Your art piece needs to be in our possession by no later than 5 p.m. on August 25th, 2024. More information to follow on how you can get stuff to us.
Okay.
The presentation for winners will take place at 4 p.m. on the main stage in the theater. You must be in attendance to receive any or all prizes. If the winner does not follow these guidelines, the next highest rated participant will be awarded the prizes.
Sheesh. Gotta be there. No runner-ups can get the prize, baby.
Mm-hmm. And here's the big important one. All provided pieces will become the property of 97 Now Productions and may be returned to the artist or used in other ways.
Ooh. It's mine.
Sure. So the information that we'll need from you in order to get your application in, we need your email.
Well,
we need your name. We need to know where you're coming from.
Right.
Name and inspiration used for your piece.
You know how old you are, right?
We'll get there. Contact name, a phone number. Do you have a website? Any social media that you want to share with us?
We'll support you.
And then here's where you're going to choose. Are you participating in the children up to 12 years old category?
Yeah.
The youth 13 to 17-year-old?
I will call you out.
Or the adult 18 and over?
I have zero problem calling you out.
So, again, if you are an artist or an aspiring artist or just somebody who likes to doodle, apply.
100%.
Please. We would love to see your art.
I know I would.
For show. For she's. For show?
Yeah, for show. Is that it?
That's it. That's all. That's all.
I wanted to tell you.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to tell you. I went to go see Wish.
Oh, okay. Okay. Before you tell me what your thoughts were, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
But I have heard something about Wish that if it's true, it pisses me off to the point where I won't watch it. Is it true that with Wish, they have tried to make it retconned so that content from Wish exists within other Disney films?
What do you mean?
Meaning that somehow now the wishing star becomes the same star that like Geppetto wished for, Pinocchio and stuff like that, that the girl, the main character, somehow becomes like the fairy godmother. Like, I don't know. I've heard some weird things and I'm like,
so what they kind of did, they kind of made this like the first, in essence, like
it's
the
a prequel to the Disney universe.
It's like the first Disney movie, but like, and it's almost like they kind of didn't. There's parts where it's kind of like in your face, but at the same time, it's kind of like they're hinting at stuff, which I was like, okay, I'm cool with that. I didn't mind it. I enjoyed the film. It kind of brought back that classic Disney, that music with the that big heroine song, the big heroine song with the, not really big heroine song, but it's just like that's kind of sweeping scope of music that they've had in the past. They had a really big group ensemble number. The beginning of the film, well, not the very beginning, but the first few minutes of the film had a very reminded me very much of Encanto, with the introducing you to the kingdom and everything like that. But
overall, like I think it was a good film. I like, if you're a Disney fan, I mean, I know you are. There's little things that I think you'll get a kick out of. Um, I One of the things that I thoroughly enjoyed is that I've become accustomed to just sitting through credits now, just because of Marvel, but also because when you work with people who have worked in films, the credits are a big deal. So because I mean, if you think about it, I mean, we've watched movies, the early Disney movies where it was like the credits are literally at the beginning of the film, and it's like a minute or two, and
Mhm.
it's not that many people working on these films. Now it's hundreds of people. I don't even know,
Thousands.
thousands of people, depending on the film. And so, I've learned to just kind of sit around, and it's more of a just paying respect type deal. But one of the cool things I really enjoyed about Wish is that they paid homage to all of the Disney animated film. Now, not including Pixar, LucasArts,
Walt
anything like
Disney
this.
Studios. Walt
Walt
Disney
Disney
Animated
Studios, like, yeah, the
All of
Walt
them?
Disney. Yeah, they all
Oliver
of
and
the.
Company?
Yep, Great Mouse Detective.
Black
Like,
Cauldron?
I believe Black. Oh, you know what? I'm sure it was in there. There might have been, because I know there was a couple that I was like, that doesn't, because it looked like they were going in order, but then there was a couple that I was like, wait, is that even in order? Is that in order? But I'm guessing it is. But no, I mean, even all the way through the last film that they had, which was Strange Worlds.
Mhm.
So that was kind of cool. They had homages to that. Like, they were basically like almost not constellations, but they were like kind of made out of stars. It was kind of shiny artwork that way throughout the entire thing. And I wasn't even expecting there's actually an end credit scene that is actually pretty fun. I'm not going to spoil it because I think it's that fun. So
Okay.
you can probably if you don't want to see the movie, which I suggest you do see the movie, but if you don't want to see the movie, you can just watch the end credit scene, and it's a lot of fun.
Fair enough. I may have to do that.
Yeah, but again, I was a very enjoyable. I enjoyed it. It was very reminiscent of the uh those early 90s, those 90s films that we had. The animation is clean. I enjoyed the characters. There was a lot of different, I mean, just her little friend group is a very interesting, it's an eclectic group of friends that she has within the kingdom. So
And how was Chris Pine singing?
not bad. Wait, oh, was he well, did he actually sing, or was it somebody else that sang for him?
Don't know. I assume
Yeah,
it was him.
it could have been. I mean, if and I'm assuming he was Magnifico.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, he didn't have to sing a whole lot. I mean, he had one song, but it was a good song. And I mean, it's just like it's a interesting. The concept is very interesting. Where like the king, like this king, he has he had some attributes of many of the other of some of the characters that we've grown to know in other films. The Queen had, all these characters kind of had some of these embodiments of characters that we've gotten to meet throughout the 100 years of Disney.
Gotcha. And anything else on Wish?
No, I mean, I think you should. I mean, like,
if you're you might just want to wait till it comes out. You might just want to wait till it comes out on Disney Plus. But you know, if you have the chance, go out and see it if you know you're so inclined.
Fair enough. So I don't have an image on this one just because I didn't pull one up in time. I apologize, but we lost a giant yesterday as well, and yeah, we lost a giant yesterday at 101 years old. Norman Lear.
Oh, dang!
Yeah. So for those of you who are like, I think I know that name.
You know that name. Like, that guy brought us some of the best TV shows in history.
So I'm going to call out every series that Norman Lear worked on. The Deputy.
I don't know that one.
All in the Family.
Yes, that one I do know.
Sanford and Son.
Yep.
Maude.
Yep.
Good Times.
Yep.
Jeffersons.
Yep.
Hot in Baltimore.
I don't know that one.
One Day at a Time.
No.
Mary Hartman. Mary Hartman.
I think I've heard of that one.
The Dumplings.
Mm-mm.
All's Fair.
Mm-mm.
The Nancy Walker Show. All That Glitters. Fernwood Tonight. A Year at a Top. America Tonight. Different Strokes.
Yeah.
Hanging In. The Baxters. Palmerstown, USA. AKA Pablo. Sunday Dinner. The Powers That Be. 704 Hauser. Channel Umpteen 3. One Day at a Time reboot. So obviously, not everything's gold,
Yeah. No.
but All in the Family, Sanford and Son, Maude, Good Times, Jeffersons, One Day at a Time, Different Strokes.
They were doing. I mean, I don't know if you ever watched. I tried to record them every time they came on, but they would do the
Where Jimmy Kimmel would host.
Jimmy Kimmel would host, and Norman Lear would be with him.
Yeah.
Even
last year they did one.
Yeah, and so you know, and so they would do an episode.
Jamie Foxx playing George Jefferson.
Yeah, was it Jamie Foxx? Yeah, I guess it was. Yeah, it was Jamie Foxx, and then they had Woody Allen playing
Archie Bunker.
Archie Bunker, and so they had some big names in these episodes, and so they did a family. The last one was Different Strokes and Good Times, I think it was the last one, but they've done the All in the Family with the Jeffersons and so
they never did a Sanford and Son.
They never did do a Sanford and Sons. I think if they do it again, although he won't be here, it's definitely Norman. I liked what they did with them. It was live. They did it with a live audience, and it was a lot of fun just to see these episodes. Then they didn't. It's not that they did new episodes. They did old episodes that had already aired, but they did them live and the way that they did them in the past. So it was kind of cool to see.
And just to be clear, I mean, the guy from pretty much the entire decade of the 70s had one of those major shows, and at times had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All 5 of these shows were overlapping at points. All in the
because what like all
Maude, Good Times, and the Jeffersons.
Yeah,
and if you throw in One Day at a Time, technically all 6 of them overlapped for actually Different Strokes as well overlapped. So 7 different television series were all overlapping at points.
Yeah.
Not that they were interconnected. This isn't the MCU. But this guy owned television.
I think didn't they do something with the they did a couple episodes, I think, with All in the Family and the Jeffersons crossover, didn't they?
Well, the Jeffersons was a spinoff. George started
they were a spinoff of All in the Family. That's right.
Yeah.
With one of the greatest theme songs of all times.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what you could tell. You can bring up pretty much any theme song, and I guarantee you, like Moving On Up is definitely going to be, and actually even actually All in the Family has theme
An
song roots
homage. It also
in
the homage is in
it's in
Family
Family
Guy.
Guy. That's
Yeah.
exactly how All in the Family used to start. I mean, it Family Guy, of course, took it to another level, but that was All in the Family that they start that off at. So that's huge.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't even hear about him passing away. So that's no, that's definitely a giant loss to the entertainment industry. So
101.
man, long prosperous life.
Yeah. And the one thing I really respected about Norman Lear was that he helped to breach,
Cultural gaps.
the culture gaps, but he also did it without holding back punches.
Yeah.
If so many people today will say you would never see All in the Family on TV today.
Nah.
Yeah, you're probably right. You wouldn't. And you probably wouldn't have seen it back then if some people had their way.
Yeah.
I think
Archie Bunker was a needed character because you loved him, but you also were like, bro, you're so behind.
curmudgeon.
Bro. Just, bro, get with the times, fam.
Yeah. So I think we need more shows like those, not less.
Yeah. I mean, and that's one of the things that I really liked about, and one of the things I really liked about when they did the Norman Lear Presents, and that's what they called them. When they would do those, they would take the script. They would take the scripts. They wouldn't edit them. They did not edit them whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
This was when they gave the air date. Because I remember one of the first, or was it? Maybe it was the first or second ones. The All in the Family episode was about a guy leaving for Canada because he didn't want to fight in Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
And that was, they didn't pull any punches on it. They left it alone. That's one of the things I really dug about that too, is that they left the episodes alone. They didn't change any of the words. It's not like they went, crazy with slurs or anything like that, but because it was TV, but still they did not change the language. They left the same feel. They left everything in there. They didn't pull anything out, which I was like, that's what's up.
Agreed.
This was the air date. This was kind of what was going on. Here's the episode, and they would do it live, and that was awesome.
Agreed. So we're at our third week now on Kick, and I don't know, man. It's hard to compete when one of your categories of content that you could watch is pools, hot tubs, and bikinis. However, I do see that they have just recently added a new category that was not there before: politics.
Oh, interesting.
I also don't remember there being Lethal Company. I'm not sure what
that
that
sounds
is.
like. That sounds like on ID Investigation Discovery.
Let's see if we can find us and make sure we're actually broadcasting. And it says we're live. Oh yeah, so I guess we are indeed live over here on Kick. As now we go into. Oh wow! Not only is it like going down the rabbit hole, but it's like a delayed rabbit hole.
Sheesh.
That's kind of weird. Oh. Okay, I gotta stop this.
That's it's the delay on that is crazy.
Yeah, I figured there would be some delay, but
well, the further you go down the rabbit hole, that's kind of cool. We need a screen picture of this. That's awesome.
Yeah, okay, here I'll get a screenshot for you. There we go.
That's pretty cool. And then you see it taking pictures all the way down the line. That's kind of crazy. Oh, that's fun.
Uh,
Anyways, hey, Kick.
I need to start making sure people go over there, sign up. Oh, I need to go over there and sign up and check it out.
Yeah, Kick is an interesting concept. We are live on Kick, and it is December 6th. The weird thing is, from a chat perspective, we get the inbound chats from Kick.
Mhm.
So if somebody sent us a message, hello, say hi to us. So I can send a message over in Kick,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't send a message from Restream that would show up in Kick. So that aspect is kind of weird.
Interesting.
And I can see that we have viewers over on Kick watching right now. So hi Kick. So I don't know. Kick it's just a weird site to me right now because it feels like it wants to be Twitch, but it also wants to be
its own thing.
Yeah, because there's a ton of.
I will know. I know there's some big streamers that went over to Kick that are on Kick now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's some big streamers that have moved over to Kick.
Okay, because it still says just 20 million, which is what it said 3 weeks ago when we first started.
Yeah, Kick is new, but there's a couple of big streamers that I follow. Not like I don't follow them on Twitch or anything, but like I follow them on other social medias, and they've gone over to Kick. And so yeah.
And there do appear to be a lot of chat. They call it just chatting. Currently, right now, there are 36,553 viewers.
Sorry,
right there.
Yeah, I was just trying to. My leg started tightening it up. I was like, oh, I need to turn.
Gotcha. But like, some of these are like totally, ones that you would think you might find on the bikini page, where they're like, I'm just scrolling through the snapshots that are showing up right now.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so really, I this is like, I guess, OnlyFans light. Like, when do we even show up? How far down do we have to go to, like, I don't even know. Are we? We're deep.
Deep.
I'm talking about
balls deep.
I'm talking about
balls deep. I'm talking about balls deep
in love. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're
somewhere in there.
I don't know. I mean, if this thing ever really takes off, okay, we were an early adopter. Good on us, I guess.
Yeah, this is the beginning of Kick's story.
All right, I guess it's time to go now because you're just. You got anything else fun, exciting? Any stories? Anything interesting?
Nah, hold on. I gotta.
Nah. Oh wait, yeah. Actually,
I do need to look up his name so I get that correct. Talk.
So I was walking down the street the other day, and I sees this guy on the other side of the road, and he was looking at.
Okay, so Dennis Haysbert. Do you know who that is?
Dennis Haysbert. Doesn't sound familiar.
Allstate. He's the voice of the Allstate commercials. He was also President Palmer from 24.
What is it? Dennis what?
Dennis Haysbert.
Okay,
H-A-Y.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
When you see his face, you'll recognize him.
Yeah.
So actually, he came through the airport the other day. Major League. I forgot that was another big movie for him. But no, he came. He was he was incognito for sure, and like
he was what?
Incognito.
Are you sure?
I'm not saying it.
Come on, what was he?
Incognito. Anyway.
I know, but he was super nice. He's that voice is unmistakable because he came through and I was like, and he gave me his ID and I looked
Born
at
in
it.
San Mateo, California.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. But like I took his ID and I put it in and like it dinged and I looked up at him and I was like, I looked at the name and I was like, huh, that was really familiar. And I kind of looked at him and I was like, oh dang, what's up, bro? And he's like, not much. And I was like, oh my goodness. And so like, fist bump, carried on. And I was like, yo, that's awesome. He's like really nice guy. So came through the
Cool.
normal line too. Wasn't even pre-check.
Oh, he was a normie.
He came through the normie line, bro.
Well, he while he has had some good commercials and stuff, he clearly if he's going through the normie line, he must not have made a ton of money.
Maybe. Or maybe he just likes flying. Maybe he likes flying with the
Flying normal?
Maybe he likes flying normal.
I don't know, man. After having flown first class,
I mean, he was probably flying first class. He just was flying because the first class comes through the normal line. They're not pre-check. Pre-check is different than first class.
yeah, but usually there's a separate line for first class as well.
No, well, yes, technically they're over at the international terminal. There is, but it
In
doesn't
Reno,
matter.
there's a line for first class.
Yes, in Reno there might be, but like and in some and actually there are lines that are technically first class, but again, we don't really stop you.
I'm sorry, you don't stop them? You don't check them?
We check.
Or are you saying I could be a normie and still go through there?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it's not completely against the rules, but it's like, I mean, like it's not like it's a completely different system. Basically, it some of it comes through the same line, some of it might come through and then kind of break off or whatnot, but we're not.
I mean, I'm pre-check, so it doesn't matter.
We're not going to kick you out or nothing.
I can't handle that normie stuff anymore, right? Like, that's why when I go on on a cruise, I stay in the Haven.
I will let you know too, just so you know, you will you're not guaranteed to get pre-check every time.
Elaborate.
So pre-check, yes. If make sure, as we tell everybody, make sure you put it on your boarding pass when you're making the or you put it in your reservation when you're making it, so that it'll be on your boarding pass. But there are times that even if you put it on there, you might not get it. I don't know exactly how it works, but there's like just times when you might not get it.
So what ends up happening?
You go through the normal line.
So I go through the pre-check line, and then you guys would just be like, no, go over there.
Yeah, so actually it's crazy because I had this happen like the other day. I had like 3 people. It even had it, and this is the weird part too, because I've never had this happen before, where it was on their boarding pass. But when we scanned their ID in our CAP machine, that's what we call when we check the IDs, it came up as standard, and unfortunately, we have to go with what's on that machine. If it was my rules, if it chose pre-check, then we should be able to accept them through pre-check. But unfortunately, if that machine says that they're standard, they got to go through the other line, unfortunately.
And you haven't heard like why that might, because I know that pre-check only lasts for a number of years, and then
5 years.
You have to re-up, right?
Right.
So could it be that they had pre-check and they're still trying to use that? And
I don't know. I mean, I couldn't. I like I said, I don't know. Like if you put it in there, it shouldn't show up. Could be expired.
I'm just saying. I know my known traveler number, right?
Yeah.
So I can put that down, but if it's expired, if it's more than the 5 years,
the number might not work anymore. I don't know. And that's something I haven't. This is literally, it was the first time I'd come across that
on Monday. Actually, it happened.
I'm just saying, I'm a little concerned that you said if it was James's rules, if it said your pre-check, I'd just let you go. That's
No, I'm not saying I just let you go. I'm just saying like I would.
You said if it was James's rules, that's what you would do.
No, if it was my rules, then yeah, I mean, I would. If you were pre-check, because that's the thing. That's the one thing.
So you'd let another 9/11 happen.
No, we check your bags, bro. It's not like we're just letting just stuff through. But like, I think if you might be right. You might be right. Maybe it expired or something, and the number still comes up as pre-check, but that's why they came up as standard. You might be right about that. Because I've had military guys come in and maybe they made their ticket maybe they made it without their traveler number. Because I've had a military come through and they're pre-check, and most of the time they're pre-check and they've come up standard. So
do military automatically get pre-check?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like included for being a military.
Yeah, I think it's just one of the because as TS
or benefit of being.
Yeah, I think one of the benefits. Yeah, because I know we get, and then actually that extends to I believe it not 100%, but I believe it extends to family, their immediate spouse and children. Because I've seen a lot of spouses and children with the of military with that with pre-check already, but like we get pre-check being TSA,
So Tyrus has a 10-minute break, and I guess he's back here to join us. Unfortunately for him, he missed out on all that time we spent talking about him.
All the show. You missed it all.
Yeah, we talked about you for a good solid, 10, 12 minutes.
Talked about him. Yeah. Anyway.
Anything else fun and or exciting?
Nah, man.
So this week for me has been hell. We as you know, I recently started a new job.
Right.
And, I am working on a implementation for a statewide state of Nevada project. And it's very high level. It's the new what they call ERP, which is for all of finance, all of HR for the state. And by the state, I mean the state of Nevada as a business, not for like the citizens.
Mm-hmm.
And this week we started what we call our discovery workshops, where we meet with the company who is bringing forth this solution, and we bring in some people from different agencies around the state so that we can sit in a room.
This is all in Carson City?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's anywhere between, I would say, 20 to 30 of us in a room talking about a topic.
Mm-hmm.
And so today's Wednesday. We've had 3 of these meetings. Well, technically we've had 5 meetings this week, but on 4 topics. And it's been an interesting experience because last go round, I was on the outside. I was one of these people coming into these meetings and contributing, giving my point of view from my agency's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Where this time I'm on the inside and, I'm focused on the big picture, like what is the best for the state overall, not what is best for you as a individual agency.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's good to hear what the different agencies are doing or what is working or not working at some places. But it definitely is a very different experience than last go around. And it is very frustrating too. Because, we're trying to do our best, and we thought we had set expectations to say, hey, this is what we've got going on. Here's what we need you to do in preparation of this meeting. And it's obvious, who has prepped, who has not. And so it's frustrating in that regard, especially because on both sides of it, I've always tried to be a person that plans, preps for meetings, comes with, as much information as possible. As you know, having worked for me in the past, I'm one of those people that believes there's no such thing as too much information. And so that's where it can become frustrating. Tyrus says his route drives through Santana Row, Valley Fair, and Christmas in the Park, downtown San Jose. Then there is Google, Lockheed traffic, and it will only get worse the closer we come to Christmas. No one cares, Tyrus. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Did you mute yourself?
Yeah, because there's music in the background.
Oh, your brother?
Yeah.
You gotta have a talk with that guy.
Oh, he went off.
Oh.
Anyway,
So yeah,
it'll probably come back. But anyways, we're almost done.
it's just
So,
it's
okay.
it's very
So there's people that came prepared, and there's others that were just like, "Well, what are we here for?"
yeah. Well, and then there's the other aspect that's frustrating is the system that we currently use today is almost 30 years old.
Sheesh.
The state's been using it for 25 years.
Oh, is it those people that I don't like change?
Yes, this is how we've always done it. Well, it's not how we've always done it. It is how we've done it for the last
30 years, but
right.
it's time to update, guys.
Well, and the thing is, and it's interesting watching the room and seeing those light bulbs go on when they realize, oh my God, my life is going to become so much easier. Because the reality is we've been using this antiquated system.
Right.
It's 30 years old.
Right.
That has served its purpose, absolutely.
Technology's changed, baby.
Yeah, things have improved. Like
Yeah.
the simple thing of being able to attach a document to a transaction blows people's minds.
What?
Wait, you're saying I'm gonna be able to attach a PDF to the actual transaction? Yes. Oh my gosh, you just like changed my life.
You saved me about an hour of work.
Yeah, it's insane
It's funny.
how antiquated we really are. But when we come out on the other side of this in 2 years,
This will be the system we use for another 30 years.
if not longer, honestly. So the nice thing about this new system is it's a web-based software,
Okay.
so it can
It
update.
can update on its own. I mean,
Yeah.
not on its own, but I mean, people can update.
Yeah,
it
there
easier.
will be
Yeah.
updates. So if a law changes or something that changes how a process has to be done,
It'll do
be
it.
done.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. That's actually really good.
Yeah, it won't require a ton of programming, or it won't require any programming from a state perspective. It'll be done by the business, the company who's running the software.
Right. And so it's basically like everything that you need is here. It will change as needed.
Well, the bigger, crazier part. So I'm an Excel guy. I nerd out on Excel. I know it pretty well. I use it to create a lot of different things, databases and Power Queries and pivot tables. And people who are watching are probably tuning out because they're like, "What's this guy talking about?" But the point is, all of what I've done for my last 5 years here with the state is going to become irrelevant because it's not necessary, because the system will do all of these things.
Yeah, because you were making like some of those places, you made those tables up.
Yeah, because they had to be made because
Yeah.
we didn't
Didn't
have
have
them within the system.
Right.
This new system will do all of that.
It has it.
Yeah, in that regard, my technical skills will become obsolete, which is a double-edged blade, right? Because
Obsolete.
it sucks because I'm not going to be as important in that regard, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm all about like finding the path of least resistance. I'm all about finding the most efficient way to do something. And so one of the jobs I had already with the state, I took it from a full-time job to where it was like 1 month or so every 2 years. Here's some work that needs to get done, and the rest of the time it's done.
Sheesh.
Yeah. So for me, I basically worked myself out of a position, but that's good because that means I can move on and do something else.
Yeah.
And that's how I see this project. I know that at the end of this project, once it goes live and it's up and running and everything's working, I'm going to get laid off. Like, that's just a reality. But that means I can move on and do something else.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
We've got Carl Henry Neff Coat checking in. How you doing, Carl?
Hello, Carl.
Welcome to the Fat and Black Connection.
We're good. How are you?
We're living the dream.
Oh, yes.
How are you, Carl?
Hello, Carl. Yeah.
Ugh, your brother okay?
Yeah, he's fine. This is cough. Anyways, I have got to use the bathroom code. I'm not going to eat my lunch, but
Oh, you're not going to go sit on the toilet and oh, hold on.
oh, what?
I got Batman Arkham Trilogy for Nintendo Switch. Okay, Carl. So okay.
They released that on the Nintendo Switch?
Yes. So
wow.
So it's the interesting thing is it's the Arkham Trilogy, but it doesn't include Arkham Origins, which for whatever reason is perceived as its own like spin-off kind of different thing. So it's Arkham Asylum,
Right.
Arkham City, and Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knights. But Arkham
No,
Origins.
no, not Knights. Arkham Knight.
No, that's Gotham Knights.
Whatever.
But yeah.
Have you played that, by the way?
No. Because apparently it's only on the PS5.
I recently started playing it because it's on Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, the first 15, 20 minutes of the game is purely cutscene. So good. So good. James gonna crap himself again if you don't let him go.
Oh no, I'm not, I don't have to poop.
And we got the fat kid checking in that you were supposed to hang out with tonight.
Yeah, I rescheduled that for tomorrow, so hopefully everything is
so
clear.
Hold on. Okay, going back. So Carl, I gotta ask you, if you're still here and you're still watching, did you play the Batman Arkham Trilogy? And James, go ahead, go whiz if that's what you need to do.
Okay.
Just come back. So Carl, did you play the Arkham Trilogy on any of the other systems, such as Xbox or PlayStation? Because what I really want to know is it significantly different, or are the graphics as good? Because I know that Nintendo generally tries to be more kid friendly, and so is it as fighty? Is it, can you speak to a little bit of that for us? And Tyrus is heading back, getting in the seat, gonna beat this show. What I have no idea what show is going on. So good luck, Tyrus, on your drive through downtown San Jose. Yeah, because I love the Arkham series. To me, it is behind Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed will probably always be number one for me, but the Arkham series is an extremely close number two. And Carl says Batman Arkham Asylum looks great on Nintendo Switch. And you're still muted, James.
Yeah, sorry. I'm sure they had to clean it up a little bit, though, right?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Is it cleaner than when it was on PlayStation 3?
Yeah.
And Xbox 360.
Yeah, I'm sure they had.
Because really, this is like 2 generations later. But I mean, Nintendo graphics generally aren't ahead. Arkham City looks great on Nintendo Switch. Okay. What about Arkham Knight? Because I do feel like Nintendo's graphics generally fall a generation behind. I don't feel like they're ahead of Xbox or PlayStation. I feel like, we're at PS5 today, right? I feel like Nintendo's graphics are probably around PS4. Thoughts, James?
I don't know. I've never really played. I mean, I've played a Nintendo Switch, but I was playing Mario Kart, so I think it's kind of cool how you can, the whole disconnecting of the controllers and
it
so you can
basically becomes a Game Boy.
Yeah, that, and then you can also like put it, you put it in the
what's that thing called? You where it can play it on the TV and stuff. You can put it in there, and you can play it on TV.
And there we go. Arkham Knight looks okay. And that's what I figured. So here's a side-by-side comparison of the Nintendo Switch. This is Arkham Knight versus PS5.
Yeah. Still a little too bright for me. Where'd all that color come from?
Interesting. So yeah, I loved Arkham Knight. I will play it again. I will play the entire series again at some point. I have it, on my Xbox. I'm rocking the Series X. So I will play that game. Gameplay looks great.
Oh, the dock. Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah. James, I introduced you to the Arkham series. What?
Oh no, I mean, I absolutely, I really liked Asylum. I liked Arkham City. Being able to play Origins and getting to see what it looked like pre releasing the villains into it was pretty cool.
I personally loved Origins. I get that it's not considered a part of the,
No, I mean, absolutely. I really enjoyed Origins with the way that was set up was pretty cool. Like I said, being able to get to see other parts of the city without, within that you see in, and that was the thing. It was really cool because you got to see what Arkham City looked like without the graffiti, without, when it was still nice. And so yeah, that was pretty cool to see that. But yeah, no, I've enjoyed all of them.
Yeah, I do not have a Switch. I have told my wife that as soon as 97 and Out Productions makes enough money that I can justify getting one, I will be getting one. Because I have missed out on far too many Zelda games, frankly.
Yeah, I guess I just never really got into Zelda.
Did you never play Ocarina of Time? Mm. See, that's the thing. If you played Ocarina of Time, I feel like you would get into Zelda.
Oh, okay. Was that 64?
Yeah, because
yeah.
Will, a friend of mine growing up,
Lego,
indeed, he was a huge Zelda fan from when we were kids. Like I'm talking like third grade, fourth grade. Like he had a Nintendo and had the old ones, right? And I remember like going over to his house and watching him play them, and I was like, this looks boring. And I tried playing it. I was like, I don't love this. Yeah. And no.
For me, it was the gold cartridge. It just did.
Hold on. I need to set something straight here. I did not opt for a new TV instead of a Switch. I said that I would get a Switch when 97 Now Productions can justify me getting one. So that's a different thing. If I had known I had the option of getting a Switch or getting a TV, I would have probably gotten the Switch. I would have kept the TV for a couple more years and got the Switch. I didn't know that I could.
That was an option?
Hold on, because the TV is not that old. I can send it back. It's Costco. I can return it.
Yeah.
So if you're telling me that's still on the table, I'll take it back and get the Switch now. I'm just saying, I've got the other TV in my closet over there. So
I just got Sam's Club, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Have you used it?
No, not yet. I haven't gone over there yet. But yeah, because we had a promo. They're working with TSA now. Well, not working with TSA, but they gave us a $20 start.
You said if I let you get a Switch, you would not get a TV for another 5 years. Absolutely. If you let me get a Switch today, I won't get another TV for 5+ years.
Oh, snap.
We had this conversation in the middle of Costco.
Oh, snap.
Sure.
I don't know. I feel like this is off the air stuff. We should.
You're good, man. You just went and peed.
No, I'm talking about you and your wife right now.
Oh, whatever. She knows that our life is for show,
Uh,
for what we do here. She said,
Too
"Too
late.
late.
You already bought
You're-
the TV.
I can take it back.
I can return it.
It's not too late."
Never too late.
And Jeff is saying this is gold.
Okay.
So, are you entertained? That's what we're here for. Well, no, really, we're here to entertain ourselves. But
Truly. But yeah. Oh man.
so, what do you got going on tomorrow? Because you're off Thursdays now as well. So,
Yeah, so actually I got some more phone calls to make. I'm gonna hang out with good old One Kidney Wonder. We're gonna go grab some food tomorrow. And yeah.
and Jenny said, I mean, you talked about my butthole earlier. So, yeah, that's true.
That is kind of true. So yeah.
Yes, our life is for show. So fat kid Jeff, One Kidney Wonder. Where are you guys? What are you guys doing? You say you're going to go get some food, but I mean, come on. Where are you going? What are you doing?
Well, so the original plan was Wahlburgers, but
okay.
he dropped today this Rockin' Potato, which I still kind of got to look at their menu. I went and look at their Instagram page, but that was only to do find out the address. But
I'm sorry, what is this called? Rocket potato?
Rockin', like rock and roll.
Rockin' potato. Let's see here, just because this sounds.
It sounds like almost like a baked potato type, like a. They'd have some crazy baked.
Okay,
potatoes.
so this is in Vegas. It's on the Strip.
Yeah,
Okay.
both of them. Actually, both of the places are on the Strip because Wahlburgers have 2 locations, but they're both on the Strip.
Okay, so let's take a look real quick, just because I have to.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so this is Rockin' Potato, the Strip. Okay, so this is if I wanted to order stuff. Does it give me a description? No lobster cheese sauce, so whatever the groupie is comes with lobster cheese sauce, James.
Interesting.
Bacon, cilantro, sour cream, house butter. So I'm guessing these are baked potatoes.
Yeah, that's
with
what I
stuff.
was saying. That's what I was saying. I think they're like just kind of fancy baked potato.
The Chuck Berry comes with house butter, gravy, parsley, honey. You could sub cheese sauce. I'm all about that. Extra bacon, extra chili, extra gravy, extra birra, extra lobster cheese sauce, lobster sensation.
I don't know what that means.
They got Drips cheesecake, fruity cereal, strawberry shortcake, Oreo, groupie fries, cheese fries, garlic truffle fries, birra fries, extra red salsa, ranch, consomme. Ooh, fancy. Lobster mac and cheese. Oh, bro, you okay? I'm telling you right now, you got to take your Lactaid with you, or not Lactaid. Your what's it called?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you got to take your Lactaid with you. 2-ounce side, 8-ounce side of what?
I don't. That yeah, whatever it is. Maybe
Oh, dude, you can get straight lobster tail for $14.99.
Hmm.
Ooh, a lobster roll. Have you ever had lobster roll?
yeah.
Love me a lobster roll. Birra tacos, Birra King, Fleetwood Mac Daddy. Currently not accepting orders. Fleetwood Mac, house sauce, lobster cheese sauce, breadcrumbs, truffle oil, lemon, parsley, lobster sensation, lobster mac. I think this is where you need to go. Because Wahlburgers, you're going to get some burgers. And I hear they're good, but I think you need to go do this.
All right. Well, we'll see what's up.
And Jeff calls out, did you see True Chicken Alfredo one? I do not see a True Chicken Alfredo one. This is where I get frustrated when like businesses like this don't have
A
at
web
least
page.
Well, you don't
They
have
have
to
an
have
they have an Instagram or yeah, they're on Instagram.
Oh, here we go. They got a Facebook page.
Yeah.
So let's take a look and see if they have some of their menu items on here. Rock and Potato survived Hurricane Hillary. Okay. Ooh, hold up. Is that a potato stuffed with like chicken tenders? It doesn't specify what it is. So that's how they bring it out to you. Okay. Look at that. That's a lobster tail, James, stuffed inside of a baked potato.
Yeah, this looks crazy. Yeah, that's a lobster tail right in there.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm looking at here. I see some meat, some bira. Yeah, lobster tail. That's a lobster. Okay, that's interesting. That's a lobster roll with a lobster tail.
They look like they have breakfast.
Breakfast. What is this black baked potato?
Oh, that looks mean.
Mm-hmm.
That looks mean.
Oh, hold on. The Black Sabbath. Black Angus steak, Monterey Jack cheese, cheese sauce topped with onion rings. Finish with a few drippa of bat blood. Probably Tabasco. But the Black Sabbath. So they just burn the hell out of that baked potato.
I don't think they burn it. I think that's more of a... They might, you know what they might do? They might just, I saw they had a torch. They might just torch the outside, not burn it. So it's not, the inside is still good, but the outside is like crispy.
I guess they do tacos.
Oh, hold on.
They got a lot of different logos.
This,
So you just been done.
this Fleetwood Mac Daddy looks like it's like with the lobster tail and everything on it. So.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That might be what you need to get.
We'll see what happens. So yeah, but no, that actually looks really delicious. I haven't had a good baked potato in a while.
So will you be going live for us tomorrow with some of this?
Maybe. We'll see what happens.
You don't know.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
You can't like commit right now and say, yes, I will go live.
No, I can't commit to that just because I might forget. We'll make a video of the food that we get, of course. But yeah, I can't commit to going live 100%.
Hold on. I got breaking news.
Breaking news.
The permit has been filed to build the new Dave & Buster's at the Summit Mall here in Reno, Nevada.
Where's the Summit Mall?
Not far from me.
Oh, nice.
Restaurant and arcade chain Dave & Buster's has filed for a permit to begin construction at the Summit Mall in South Reno. According to documents obtained by 2 News, plans are to develop an existing lot at the Summit with a 1-story building. Development will include utility services, grading, hardscaping, painting, site lighting, and landscaping. Peyton Moore out of Henderson, Nevada is listed as a contractor on the project.
Nice.
There is no word yet on when construction might start or when the location is expected to open. The owner of the Summit Mall tells 2 News that a few new stores and restaurants are coming to the location, including Dave & Buster's. The city of Reno is yet to review requests from Dave & Buster's for any building, businesses, or licenses. Other signed leases include J. Crew, Chipotle, New Starbucks, Tea Fusion Cafe, Aerie, Carhartt, Mount Rose Wine Company, Hammer and Nails, and a UFC gym.
Oh, nice. Bringing them new businesses. Oh, the Summit. Yeah, that's that outdoor, almost kind of hubbish type situation going on over there. Isn't that
Yes.
Yeah.
As Jenny said, the Summit Mall is where that wing place is that we
Yeah.
went to for AirieCon. Oh, AirieCon. At least we remember you.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yes.
Oh, nothing. I was just saying, man.
Anything else, James? Fun and or exciting?
Nah.
I'm just double checking the KaboomCon page. Give me just a moment to make sure we don't have any last minute breaking news announcements. My intranet is not going as fast as I would like. What in the blue heck? Nope, no breaking news.
No breaking news. All right.
So, with that, my friend, I hope that you have a terrible evening,
Yeah, I
and
will.
and I hope you have a horrible time with Jeff tomorrow.
Wow. You hear that, Jeff?
You're not committing to like giving me what I want, which is I want
You
a
want live?
I want a live video.
Like I said, we'll see what happens. Like Jeff reminded me tomorrow that we need to go live, and we can see what happens.
Jeff, if it doesn't happen, I'm coming after you.
See how I pass that on to somebody else to make sure he reminds me. See,
I mean, that's normal. Actually, speaking of normal, I gotta ask. So when we met in Disneyland a few weeks ago,
Right.
I gave you your Christmas gifts, which you will be opening soon in a couple weeks when we go live here at the Fat and Black Connection. Will I have anything to open?
Hopefully. Saying hopefully. I'm working on that. I talked to a place the other day about it, and so I'm just trying to make sure I'm just trying to finalize that.
Fair enough.
Find out how I can make sure that everything goes correctly there. I don't know. I gotta figure out like the price with the guy, but
okay. Well, I'm just saying we're planning to do this 2 weeks from today.
Okay.
So,
yeah, then I'll try and have it done by then.
yeah, Wednesday the 20th is the date that is the final date before Christmas. So
right. Oh, my back is hurting. Oh, my back. This chair, I gotta get a new chair. This chair's booty.
I mean, you also need to get a desk.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, if you've got nothing else,
all right, man.
then I guess really all that's left to say is that I